There has been a lot of talk recently about smaller refunds this tax filing season, but today the Treasury Secretary said they are starting to rebound.
Tax refunds are up 17% week over week. That basically gets us to the same level as last year. And I would just emphasize, even if people had perfectly done their withholding, and I think, withholding is complicated. We encourage people to go to the withholding calculator. People really should be focused on they're paying lower taxes, and those lower taxes is money back into the economy, and that's why we have the economic growth we do.
And it was that issue of not changing paycheck withholdings that caught many by surprise when they went to file their taxes. Sharon Epperson has more from Harrington Park, New Jersey.
Eat a little something because we are going out tonight.
63-year-old Joe Carley and his wife Cheryl were always happy to break even on their tax return. They rarely got a refund, but also never had to write a big check. After the major tax law overhaul, Joe sought the help of his financial advisor.
This is the section that's changing the most.
Who delivered some bad news.
We are going to owe more this year than in prior years.
Nearly $4,000 more. His reaction?
A little dismayed, to say the least.
The Tax Foundation estimates 80% of filers actually paid less in taxes in 2018 because of the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act. Only 5% saw their taxes go up. Still, many people are surprised when they do their taxes, finding out they're getting smaller refunds or they owe. One reason that's happening, under the new tax code, withholding tables changed. Companies lowered the amount of federal taxes taken out of employees' paychecks, giving them more take-home pay. Maybe too much more.
Unless you went that extra step and said, okay, but what are all the other changes going to do to me as a taxpayer? What deductions am I going to lose? What is my tax situation going to look like? Maybe that decrease in withholding shouldn't have occurred.
Last year, the IRS urged taxpayers to check federal withholding amounts on their paychecks. Yet one study found only 16% did, meaning many weren't paying enough in federal taxes all year long, which is now impacting the amount of their refund. The new tax law also capped the deduction for state and local taxes. That's had a big impact on residents in high tax states, including many clients of New Jersey financial planner Michael Gibney.
That entire section is limited now to $10,000, where in the past that could have been $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 for some people.
With other tax breaks limited or eliminated, millions of taxpayers are finding themselves in an unfamiliar situation, taking the standard deduction instead of itemizing, which may raise their tax bill.
Too, I suppose.
It did for the Carleys. So now they're planning how to manage their 2019 taxes.
One thing we have done is try to put a little more into a 401k to have a positive tax impact.
Making more retirement plan contributions may reduce their taxable income and lower their next tax bill. For Nightly Business Report, I'm Sharon Epperson, Harrington Park, New Jersey.